Yeah, I mean, I think the intent of the rule is good. And so I think as a quarterback we can appreciate it. And obviously, as a passer, you appreciate all the protection they've given us. Um, at the same time, I can certainly feel for those defenders because they're trying. And some of them have been, I don't know what else they can do. Some of them have been called. It's been tough. So I understand their frustration, and we'll see how it kind of irons itself out. But I do think they're in a tough spot. I mean, they already have a small target zone, and then it's kind of hard for them not to land on you in some instances. So it's really putting it into really a judgment. If could he avoided it? Did they really finish the tackle? I mean, it's making it hard. I think it's hard for it to be consistent. Because what one official may see as, yeah, he did more than he had to do, and what other may see, that's about as formed tackles. It's going to be hard for it to be clearly defined week to week.
Is there a solution? Gamesmanship. Does it encourage flopping?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know in that instance because I think once my feet are off the ground, I'm pretty much going to land how I land. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of gamesmanship in it. I'm sure it lends to the fact of, shoot, we need a first down. You're trying to extend drives, but at the same time you want to compete as true and fair as you can. So I don't know that there's a way to solve the problem in a sense, other than I think it's just going to be a judgment, which is the same deal. I mean, those things this one is they're usually a little less bang bang though. Some of the ones in the secondary, they're so bang bang that I don't know if they even see a helmet to helmet. It just looked bad, and so sometimes you see flags there, whereas in the pocket usually you can see. But again, these guys are running full speed and they're big, strong men, so it sometimes looks worse than maybe it was. But I hopefully it kind of works this way, gets itself ironed out. We haven't had any that have come up. But again, I certainly side with the QBs, but at the same time, I understand. I mean, I understand because you want our guys, right, to not cost us a 15-yard penalty when they're trying to do it the right way, but end up getting called.
Phil, can you talk about what you're seeing from Mike Williams this season?
Yeah, well, I think it's really he's continuing what we said all training camp. I think in all off season was just keep stacking days and keep being consistent. And he was able to put together a whole off season, a whole training camp, not missing a practice. And you saw it each and every day, him making a play, him coming on. It was just kind of this – I think he's just still in this ascend to be the player he wants to be, productivity-wise and just game to game. And obviously had the two huge plays in the game the other day, and another big ball over the middle that he called as well. So he's going to continue to be a part of it. I mean, I think he's done more than shown why he was picked where he was picked. Now it's just continuing to improve and sustaining this level of production as the season goes.
Is there a strategy to incorporate him more into the offense?
I think that's where we're unique offensively. We have so many dynamic guys that can touch the ball in any given play, and so Wiz and the offensive staff, all of us really, anybody can get it on any play. Yes, do we draw up plays where we're trying to throw the ball to Keenan here? Yeah. Do we want to, this one we're trying to get it to Mike, this one we're trying to get to Travis, this one to Eckler, this one to Melvin, this one to Gates. I mean, we have a lot of guys, so I don't think you can get too – I think it's a slippery slope if you start trying to put guys everywhere to push the ball their way. I think you mix it within our scheme. In some weeks it may be a Mike Williams 2-touchdown day, and other weeks it may be somebody else. I think our guys appreciate that. It's an unselfish group, but I think they understand that's how it works best, and that's how in the long run it helps each of them not to just be in a certain spot and push the ball in certain things and just kind of let it play out the way it plays out within the progression of the play.
So does Mike's emergence and then Hunter's injury, has that changed the offense, or how do you approach?
I don't know that it's changed it. I mean, I think I think Virgil's been a nice addition, done a heck of a job. Getting Antonio back has helped. You've seen him contribute. He had a couple big third down conversions last week. And then Mike's come on. Again, I think you're going to see, I don't know who's going to be, each and every week. Travis and Tyrell are going to continue to be a part of it. Travis has been out the last few weeks, but, Tyrell, even some of the plays he made in Buffalo, those are big plays. They may not, it may read for 45. I don't know what his stat line was, but those are big plays in the game and they affect the defense because they know where these guys are, and they know these guys can fly. This guy's big and got a huge range. Keenan can go anywhere all over the field. Eckler and Melvin are going to catch a combined over 100 balls this year, I imagine. So it's just it's exciting, I think, as a quarterback and as an offense, just to know we can do so many different things. We're not limited personnel-wise to really change it up and mix it up week to week.
Is this as good as you felt about the offense at the beginning of the season in a while? Statistically, I think you're off to one of your better starts.
Yeah, I think we're. I think the one thing too is we're running the heck out of the ball right now. You know, we're averaging over 5 yards a carry, which is huge. So the best offenses we've had in my time here have been very balanced. But not to say that we haven't had big days throwing the ball and some days running it, but just very balanced. And that's what it feels like right now. We're really complementing the run and the pass, and we're getting a lot of first downs. You know, there's things we got to do better. You know, we weren't great in the red zone the other day, and we weren't great early in the game. You know, we had those couple of 3-and-outs early, which I think we were the fewest 3-and-outs in the league last year or something like that. So we just got to avoid those, and then the more first downs you get, the more opportunities you get to run it, throw it, and get it to one of those guys you mentioned, all of our playmakers.
It does seem like Keenan hasn't been quite the factor he was for a lot of games last year. Are teams sort of really trying consciously to take him away, and would you like to get him a little more involved?
Yeah, I think it's just I think it's, again, we're in a small sample size. It wouldn't shock me that if he hits a stretch here where it's 8, 9, 10 balls for a couple weeks in a row, at some point, that's going to happen. I think we had a couple things up in Buffalo that it's just saw. Obviously, we started to get it to him and getting a little flow, and we get one ball batted. That was going to be another catch. We had one. They ran a twist game and got a sack. That was going to be another 35-yard game. So it just hadn't come up. Some things haven't come up, the way we thought. But I don't know that it's anything defenses are doing to take him away. I think it's just, again, it's a long haul. This is a little blur in the season as far as the big picture. I think he should stay healthy and keep on track, and he's gonna catch his 100 balls, I would imagine.
I don't know if you know Jimmy Garoppolo at all, but as a quarterback, how difficult is it to see another guy like that go down in week 3?
Yeah, I do not know him, but it's tough. You hate to see that, and you see it, especially in a non-contact deal, And I didn't see the replay till a few days ago. I think a lot's been made of he shouldn't have cut back in there, but I mean it happened before there was even any contact. So you hate to see that. You feel for him. Obviously, the year he had last year, finally getting his opportunity to really be the quarterback of a franchise, and then this year, all the expectations they had. So it's tough anytime you see any guys go down. It seems like there's been quite a few season-ending. More. It seems like there's more. Maybe there's not. It just seems each week, not just a quarterback, but there's Achilles and ACLs and lots of things going on early in the season. But certainly hate to see that happen to him.